When reconciliation cannot be had, how can a rebel's destructive influence be stopped? Let's begin in 2 Samuel 20. Did a rebel named Sheba, son of Bichri, stir up division among the tribes? Now a wicked or worthless man, a Benjamite named Sheba, son of Bichri, happened to be there. He blew the ram's horn and shouted, "We have no portion in David, no inheritance in Jesse's son. Each man to his tent, Israel." So all the men of Israel deserted David and followed Sheba, son of Bichri. But the men of Judah from the Jordan all the way to Jerusalem remained loyal to their king. How did David care for the 10 concubines that had been raped by Absalom? When David arrived at his palace in Jerusalem, the king took the 10 mistresses, whom he'd left behind to keep the palace in order, and placed them in a separate house, providing for them under the care of a protective guard. He never visited them again, so they were under care until they died, living as if their husbands had died. What did David do about the rebel Sheba, son of Bichri? Then the king said to Amasa, "Assemble me the men of Judah within 3 days, and you be here present." So Amasa went to assemble the men of Judah, but he tarried longer than the set time which he'd appointed him. And David said to Abishai, "Now shall Sheba the son of Bichri do us more harm than did Absalom. You take your lord's servants and pursue after him, lest he get him fenced cities and escape us." And there went out after him Joab's men, and the Kerethites, and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men. And they went out of Jerusalem to pursue after Sheba the son of Bichri. What did Joab do to Amasa when he finally arrived on the scene? They were at the large stone which is in Gibeon, and Amasa came to meet them. Now Joab was dressed in his military attire, and over it was a belt with a sword in its sheath fastened to his waist. And as he came out, it fell out. Then Joab said to Amasa, "Is it well with you, my brother?" And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand to kiss him. But Amasa was not on guard against the sword, which was in Joab's hand. So he struck him in the belly with it, and poured out his inward parts on the ground, and didn't strike him again, and he died. Then Joab and Abishai his brother pursued Sheba the son of Bichri. What happened to Amasa's body after Joab killed him? Now one of Joab's young men stood by him and said, "Whoever favors Joab and whoever's for David, follow Joab." But Amasa was wallowing in his own blood in the middle of the road. And when the men saw that, all the people stood still. He removed Amasa from the road to the field and threw a garment over him, when he saw that everyone who came by stood still. As soon as he was removed from the road, all the men went on after Joab to pursue Sheba the son of Bichri. How was Sheba the rebel son of Bichri finally cornered and killed? Sheba passed through all the tribes of Israel to Abel Beth Maachah, and through the entire region of the Bichrites, who gathered together and followed him. All the troops with Joab came and besieged Sheba in Abel Beth Maachah. They built a siege ramp up to the city, and it stood against the outer fortifications. While they were battering the wall to bring it down, a wise woman called from the city, "Listen, listen, tell Joab to come here so I can speak to him." He went toward her, and she asked, "Are you Joab?" "I am," he answered. She said, "Listen to what your servant has to say." "I'm listening," he said. She continued, "Long ago they used to say, 'Get your answer at Abel,' and that settled it. We are the peaceful and faithful in Israel. You're trying to destroy a city that is a mother in Israel. Why do you want to swallow up the Lord's inheritance?" "Far be it from me," Joab replied. "Far be it from me to swallow up or destroy. That's not the case. A man named Sheba, son of Bichri, from the hill country of Ephraim, has lifted up his hand against the king, against David. Hand over this man, and I'll withdraw from the city." The woman said to Joab, "His head will be thrown to you from the wall." Then the woman went to all the people with her wise advice, and they cut off the head of Sheba, son of Bichri, and threw it to Joab. So he sounded the trumpet, and his men dispersed from the city, each returning to his home, and Joab went back to the king in Jerusalem. Who were some of David's government officers at that time? And Joab was over all the army of Israel. Benaiah the son of Jehoiada was over the Kerethites and the Pelethites. Adoram was in charge of revenue. Jehoshaphat son of Ahilud was recorder. Sheva was scribe. Zadok and Abiathar were the priests. And Ira the Jairite was a chief minister under David. What are we to do with people who cause such divisions in the church? If people are causing divisions among you, give a first and second warning. After that, have nothing more to do with them. What are we to do with very serious infractions inside the church? If your brother sins against you, go, show him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you've gained back your brother. But if he doesn't listen, take one or two more with you, that at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the assembly. If he refuses to hear the assembly also, let him be to you as a Gentile or a tax collector. What kinds of sins are serious enough to warrant avoiding fellowship? But now I'm writing to you not to associate with anyone who calls themselves brother or sister, who is sexually immoral, greedy, someone who worships false gods, an abusive person, a drunk, or a swindler. Don't even eat with anyone like this. When reconciliation cannot be had, how can a rebel's destructive influence be stopped? You decide.